Hey, John, my name is Steven. I'm with Virtuous SEO, digital marketing agency down in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I talked to Dan this morning. He said it'd be okay to go ahead and send this video to you. This video is just discussing 3 tips on how to actually get your site ranked high on Google search results, like on the first page. And so you can get more traffic and get more views, get more traffic, get more customers. So I just want to go over 3 things. I don't want to hold you up. It's pretty much the 3 pillars of SEO, which is content, citations, and backlinks. And I'm going to close this all out right here. First, I'm going to go over content. Content is anything on your home page here. It's any of this text, even the pictures, what the pictures are saved as. And usually, what for this industry, the plumbing industry, Google usually likes to see about 1,000 or 50 to 1,500 words on a homepage. It really depends on your top competition, however much content they have on their front page. You actually want to beat them out. But generally speaking, between 1,000 and 1,500 words, that gives you plenty of opportunity to fit in these buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases that people are searching for when they're searching for your services. I've got a tool here called Ahrefs. It gives me a bunch of valuable SEO information. And right now, I just want to concentrate on this section on the right here, the search section. So in the past 30 days, your website was found for 17 keywords and it was clicked on 24 times through those searches. I plugged in the top competitor or one of the top competitors. This is a very competitive market. Midtown Plumbing is up top there. And I plugged them in the tool as well. And they, in the past 30 days, they were found for 80 keywords and their site was clicked on 261 times. So what we can do is we can actually click on these keywords here and see what they're being found for and what you're being found for. So for example, this plumber Raleigh was searched 450 times in the past 30 days, right? And plumbing Raleigh 350 times. So we can go back, we can go to yours and we can see what keywords you are being found for. And Raleigh plumbing. So that's a big one there, plumber Raleigh. So you have some of the good ones, some of the big highly search ones, but there are more Raleigh ones with high volume, like 350, that you'd want to put on there as well. And so it's not just enough to have it on there once or so. We'd want to go into your competitor's website, see how many times they actually have it on there. So if they had it on like 4 times on their site, we could find that out and we'd want to put it on 5 or 6 times. So that's we actually got a little trick here, right? So I was telling you, Google, when Google searches these sites, they don't just see the text; they see pick the pictures, but not. It's like they don't see pictures like we see it, but they see what it's saved as. So you can actually save these pictures as keywords as well. So that gives you more opportunity to put in these keywords without it making it look like it's unnatural, what we call keyword stuffing. So that's it for content. I want to move on to citations. And to put citations in the context, I bring up a search results page from Google. So Plumber Raleigh is the big one with 450 searches the past 30 days. First thing that always pops up are ads. Ads are hit or miss. People have on their ad blocker, it's not going to show up, and they have a relatively low click-through rate at about 5%. So 5% or less of people, generally speaking, that are searching for these terms are going to click on one of these. But what I'd like to focus on is right underneath that. This is the map pack. This is your Google business profile. Usually it's 3. There's a 4th one here because there's an ad, but these are the organic ones. So citations are the main, there's a lot of factors here, but the citations are the main driver. The more citations you have, the more trust it builds with Google, and they'll rank you accordingly. So a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on an online directory such as Yelp, Angie, whitepages.com, yellowpages.com. I could go on forever. There's a ton of them. But say your number one competitor has 200 citations, and we have tools to find that out, right? So if Midtown Plumbing had the most, they have 200, we could go in, find out those citations they have, get those same citations, and then we don't want to stop there. get like 250, 300, however many citations the top competition has, you want more. And that will end up eventually pushing you into that map pack. By the way, the top three here garners about 45% of clicks for people searching for any given term up here, whereas this was 5% or less for ads. The map pack splits. They share about 45%. So underneath that, this is where backlinks come into play, and this is your organic Google search results. And the number one spot here, now this is very competitive. These guys go back and forth, usually like the top three go back and forth. But the top spot at any given time will get about 40% alone of clicks. So a backlink is the main driver. A backlink is essentially another website on the internet where they have a link on their site. When you click on it, it leads whoever clicks on it back to your website. Google uses this as a metric to either push you up in the rankings or push you down in the rankings. It all depends on the website that's linking you. So the more relevant this website is to your industry, the more authority it has with Google, the more trust it has with Google, the higher ranked it is, the more views it gets, the more traffic it gets. Google looks upon that highly, in that they basically look at that link as a referral, and it's passing on this popularity, this authority onto you. So since this other site is already established with Google, and they're basically referring you through this link, Google sees that and they're going to go ahead and push you up in the rankings. So the more of those types of backlinks you have, the better, and they're going to push you up. But the opposite is also true. There's spam, we call them spam farms, spam sites, these sites with low to no relevance to your industry. They don't have much authority with Google. They're like on page 10 or below. They don't get any views. If you have too many of those, Google will push you down, right? So let's go back to this tool here. So this is your website, and right now you're being found with 32 backlinks on the internet. You're one of the top competitors here. Let's go into their backlink profile. And before we were in this search section, now we're in this backlink profile. So your competitor has 199. So they have more, but like I said, quantity or quality is much better than quantity here. So we can actually go into their backlink profile and we can find out the backlinks that are actually pushing them authority. We can find the bad ones. So just like this right here, you see that spam right here. We would avoid that one, but we would find the ones that are actually pushing power to their site. We could reach out to that website and acquire backlinks from them as well. And we don't want to just do that with the top site, but like the top 3 to top 5 sites. Go into their backlink profiles and reach out to those websites that are passing authority to them if you don't already have them, and acquire these backlinks. And over time, you would gather all those backlinks that your top competition has, and you would end up in competition with them for that top 5, top 3 spot. But what will push you over the edge is after you match them month after month, you go out and get these backlinks from other authoritative sites. Month after month, you just add on, and you'll end up taking over that number 1 spot and running away with it as long as you keep adding those backlinks. So that's basically all I have for you today. I hope you found value in this. If you did and you'd like to sit down and talk a little bit more about how we can get you ranked higher on Google, you can give me a call, 910-551-2006, or just reply to the email, or you could just implement this yourself. Or if you have a marketing guy, you could pass this information on to him. That'll be fine as well. But either way, I appreciate your time and have a good day. Bye-bye.